Dyslexic Genius here. I'm back on the Sonora. We have the spring barrels in with the top casting. Now we have to mix up green grease, graphite, and a little STP. And this is very critical on Sonoras that you do it this way with the graphite, green grease mixed with STP, because this gear right here on the spring barrel, that gear right there, runs on this gear right here. So we have two brass gears. And this is the gear, when the spring barrel is running and winding, that does the gear train to get to the governor. So you have to have graphite on this, and then you want to put it together, and then you'll dab it like that. And because nothing's hooked up, you can just keep cranking to get it all the way around and all the way around. One very important part of Sonora motors like this gear that drives this gear, is that when it screws in right here, this is a left-hand thread, which means it goes backwards. We're going to go lefty-lefty to tighten it up. And before you assemble this gear in there, you want to put a lot of STP in here, because you're never ever going to unbolt this phonograph out of the cabinet to lube this gear. So we're prepping this so it will last a long time in lubrication. So when you put this one in, the STP goes in there, and you want to make sure it's all in there. Use more than you think. Then you come in here, and then this screws in. I can hit the hole. There we go. This screws in counterclockwise. So you have to remember, that's a left-handed thread. It's the only left-handed thread on the whole motor. And if you start messing that up and try to force it in there, just a minute, let me get it undone. You're going to have a heck of a time finding another one of those, or have to have one machined. And I've found them messed up on here and had to center drill all this out and put another thread in there for that. And it's tough. But this is just the start of it. The next thing after you do this, because you can crank it around like that, you'll put these pieces in that run right here on this ledge. And that way you can get this put in here so it's running, not hitting the gear. See, now it's hitting the gear. So it's running off the gear and holding the barrel in place. And before you put them in, you want to take some sewing machine oil and dab it right in here. And that'll let it spin. And that's my tip for the day till we get to the governor.